Hi, everybody. I'm Skip Alzheimer. Welcome to the AV Geeks Lunchtime Streaming Show, where it's pretty obvious if you were following me on Friday, you noticed I was coming down with a cold, and that is indeed what I have. And that's the one thing about me is I do not go half-assed when it comes to getting a cold. It really rocks me pretty hard, like with the sinuses and the coughing and all that stuff. So I am not doing a live show today. I have pre-recorded this show, and I'm going to show you some films about viruses. The first film is called, I believe it's Viruses Threshold of Life. I think it's Cornet. Then we're going to bust out Encyclopedia Britannica's Common Cold. I think that's right. Encyclopedia Britannica. Yes. And then I'm looking at the playlist as I do this. Then we're going to chance the copyright hammer by showing you a Disney film that's also sponsored by Kleenex called How to Catch a Cold. It's pretty great. And then what are we going to do? Then, because what happens is when I get a cold, then I get a cough, then I get bronchitis. I have a relationship with cough drops, and so I have a bunch of cough drop and cough suppressant commercials from Duke University's AdViews project, where we digitize 10,000 TV commercials. And yeah, so we get to see the evolution of the cough drop a la Vicks. Sorry I can't be there with you live, but I will try to be there tomorrow. And I'll probably will still have remnants of a cough, but I'm just taking it easy today. So I hope you guys take it easy. It's great to see you. If you like what you see, hit the thumbs up, hit the like button. You can get us some coffee. Coffee and caffeine are wonderful things for me. And also go into patreon.com/avgeeks. That's another way to support us. But yeah, stay safe, stay warm, and I'll see you tomorrow, I hope. Everybody take care. Bye. Enjoy.
No study in biology deals more closely with the very origin and existence of life itself than does the study of viruses. Though virologists have learned a great deal about viruses, there remain certain basic questions that they still have not answered to their entire satisfaction. For example, looking at an electron micrograph of a virus, the most experienced of scientists may still wonder,
what exactly is a virus?
Looking at a tobacco leaf attacked by rapidly reproducing viruses, he may wonder,
how do viruses exist and reproduce?
Looking at a culture of disease bacteria being destroyed by viruses, he may ask himself,
how can we use our knowledge of viruses to improve our own health and well-being?
As a biological scientist, he knows that these questions have not been fully answered. Yet he knows that he and his colleagues have a great deal of information about viruses and their effects. He knows of much that has been done to answer his first question.
What exactly is a virus?
To find out, scientists have located viruses and can describe the work this entails.
The optical microscope is practically valueless for observing individual viruses. The only true viruses large enough to be barely visible through the highest powered light microscope are viruses of smallpox and certain other pox diseases. Others may be 10 or 20 times smaller. But there is a way to locate viruses and collect them for study. We begin with tissues infected by viruses, say tobacco leaves infected by tobacco mosaic virus. We freeze the infected material. This ruptures cells in which viruses are located. We use a grinder to rupture the cells further. This releases juices, which we filter. The small viruses pass through the filter with a liquid. To separate viruses from other particles in the liquid, we use an ultracentrifuge. After an hour or so of spinning at 20,000 revolutions per minute, we have a sediment made up of everything as large as or larger than a virus. Now, by adding water, we prepare a suspension of the sediment. To remove particles larger than viruses, we spin this suspension in a centrifuge that moves relatively slowly. This leaves viruses in the fluid. Another run through the high-speed ultracentrifuge gives us a sediment that's almost entirely viruses. To be sure viruses are there, we can examine the sediment with an electron microscope. The picture shows viruses. Each of these bodies is not a single virus, but a crystal made up of many small viruses. A number of viruses tend to form crystals in this way.
A researcher knows that various viruses have different shapes. Some are shaped like cubes, or like compound cubes. Others like helixes, spirals. Still others are constructed according to complex geometric ratios. Viruses outside a living host are apparently lifeless bodies, simple or complex in structure. The scientist can further explain virus structure.
The simplest viruses have just two parts, an outer coat of proteins and a core of genes, either DNA or RNA, never both. The most complex viruses contain little more than this. There may be very small amounts of fats, carbohydrates, and sometimes toxins and enzymes.
This partially answers the scientist's first question: what is a virus? And he knows that other studies have provided a partial answer to his second question.
How do viruses exist and reproduce?
The question invites us to consider whether viruses are alive. For though we've seen that viruses outside living cells are apparently lifeless, yet the same viruses inside the cells of a living host reproduce and spread. So viruses may be said to be living or non-living, depending on the point of view. A scientist can describe how he learns about virus activity.
We may introduce certain viruses into the cells of living plants, such as the maize plant. Viruses that affect animals, such as the ferret, may be grown in living specimens. However, it's often impractical to keep animals in the lab, so we grow animal viruses in embryos or in living tissues removed from developing chicken eggs or from animals. These tissue cultures are kept alive in the lab. Working with them, we've learned that particular viruses tend to grow best in certain kinds of host cells, not in others. Some viruses, animal viruses, grow best in cells of only certain animals. Other viruses, plant viruses, grow best in only certain plant cells. Still other viruses, known as bacteriophages, successfully infect only particular species of bacteria. The action of bacteriophages can be used to demonstrate reproduction in a virus. A model of a cell may be used to illustrate the reproductive cycle. virus attaches itself to the host cell and injects its genetic material. Other viruses may enter differently, but the results are similar. Once inside, the genetic material behaves like part of the cell. Virus genes join with the cell's genes. Once they have joined, they redirect the cell so it no longer produces new cells like itself. Instead, it produces viruses. Finally, the cell bursts, and the viruses are freed, perhaps to infect other cells.
One can observe the destruction of an entire bacterial culture in about 20 minutes. A microscopic representation shows what is happening. One by one, cells are bursting, liberating viruses. The technical name for this kind of cell destruction is lysis.
The spots on the culture are areas where viruses have lysed bacteria.
These viruses are cell killers. Other cell-killing viruses cause diseases such as curly top in beets, foot and mouth disease in cattle, and influenza and polio in human beings. These viruses kill cells. However, researchers know of viruses that are not cell killers. Some cause the cells they infect to grow and reproduce very rapidly. In a living animal or plant, this kind of growth may result in tumors. And though no cells are destroyed, the host organism may die. Men study other viruses that sometimes cause no harm at all to their hosts. A scientist can describe such a situation.
We can raise a mouse that has leukemia viruses in its cells. Yet, examination of the animal's blood reveals no sign of leukemia. We believe the viruses are hidden in the cells. We believe they live and reproduce along with the cells without harming the animal. This state of affairs, known as latency, may go on for years and for generations. However, exposing such a mouse to X-rays or radiation may change the relationship between virus and cell. The exposed mouse may develop leukemia as viruses which are in the cells become active.
Some virologists believe that latency is more common than cell destruction. Such men have discovered instances in which viruses actually benefit their hosts. A scientist can describe such a case.
We prepare a culture of bacteria that have the ability to swim. Into this culture, we inject a virus. This virus destroys the bacteria. Now, if the very same virus is placed in a culture of related non-swimming bacteria, these bacteria are not destroyed. Instead, some gain the ability to swim. Viruses have carried genes for swimming from bacterium to bacterium, a process known as transduction that helps to distribute bacterial traits.
Demonstrations like these show that men know quite a lot about viruses and their ways of life. So much that a scientist may justifiably ask,
how can we use our knowledge of viruses to improve our own health and well-being?
To answer this question, he may cite the human implications of some virus studies.
Because viruses are so simple in structure, it's been relatively easy to catalog their genetic characteristics like rate of maturation and distribution of DNA. The locations of these genes are charted on gene maps, maps that give us insight not only into virus genetics, but into the makeup of all cells, including our own. Also, studies of tumor-causing viruses have led many of us to believe that viruses may cause cancer and related diseases. What's more, our study of bacteriophages has, over the years, led some men to believe these may be used to kill disease bacteria inside the body. But perhaps the most exciting studies in virology are those in which we have created viruses from virus genes and non-living chemical media.
The implications of these studies are far-reaching. Perhaps men of science will someday be able to create genes from chemicals, to create living cells, to create and repair human tissues and organs. Because of the work these men are doing, perhaps our grandchildren will live in a world in which plants and animals are less harmful to mankind, and where, because of our study of viruses, life can be more pleasant and rewarding.
What do you think about the game tomorrow? I think we have a good chance of winning. We've got a good team this year. Who are you going to let pitch? Ted's pitching tomorrow, I think. He's got a good arm. Are you going to play shortstop? Yes, I think I will, and you're playing first base. You're good at it. Okay. Say, let's try the thing now. We've been sanding for quite a while and see if it'll fit. You don't need to sneeze in my face. Well, I couldn't help it. Well, I don't want to catch your cold. You can't catch colds that way. Yes, you can, and anyway, I don't like it. Well, what color are we going to paint this? Well, I don't know. Let's see. I think black would be better on the bottom, and then we could try a lighter shade on top. Like blue or something. That doesn't do any good. You have to cover your whole mouth. I tried. What do you mean? You can't cover your whole mouth? Sure, I can if I want to. You better do it then. Well, don't get sore at me. It's not my fault I have a cold.
John's right. Sneezing can spread germs, and colds are spread by germs. Here's John 2 days later, and he isn't feeling quite right.
Well, this is a surprise, finding you home at this time of day.
What time is it? I've got to go. I've got a game Saturday, and we've got practice this afternoon.
Now, just a minute. There's no need to be in such a hurry. You stay right here. I think I've discovered something more important than baseball at the moment. Why, John, I think you're taking a cold.
Well,
What did you say?
you're always worrying about something.
Even if John has a cold, he may not have any fever. If he does have fever, it may mean that he has measles or some other disease than a cold.
A cold can be a very serious thing, John. Nobody wants a cold.
Yeah, nobody wants them, but everybody gets them.
Well, perhaps. But you can keep a cold from becoming serious if you take care of yourself when you have the first symptoms. And you have symptoms, John. Now run along upstairs.
But, Mother...
Oh, I know you're going to miss baseball practice this afternoon. But when you don't feel well, the best thing to do is to stay home and rest.
That's the trouble with mothers. Always making a fuss. Get a little tiny cold and they think you're going to die. What's the cold anyway? It can't hurt me.
Oh, run along. Hello, may I speak to Dr. Chase, please? Oh, Dr. Chase, this is Mrs. Harrison. Dr. Chase, what can I do with a boy who will not take a cold seriously? Well, of course, I'm not sure that he has a cold. Yes, he has a temperature of 99.
Now, you're sure his temperature is only 99? Otherwise, I couldn't let you bring him out. Before I talk to that young man about a cold, I'd better be sure that that's what it is. I'll give him a thorough examination.
Dr. Chase is finishing his examination. Many diseases have symptoms almost like those of a cold, so the doctor is making sure it's none of these. In particular, he has decided that it's not scarlet fever, not measles, and not diphtheria.
Now, let's sit up. Hang your feet over the side. Breathe deeply through your mouth. Now, cough for me. All right. Now say 99 and repeat it.
99, 99, 99, 99, 99, 99.
Now whisper. 1, 2, 3. Repeat it. Good. Not much temperature. 99. That runny nose, it's probably a cold. Yeah, you can get dressed now. You weren't around anyone with a cold about 2 days ago, were you, Johnny?
Jimmy, he's my friend. He had a cold and sneezed all over the place. I may have caught his cold.
Maybe so. The cold spread in other ways, too. And you don't always catch every cold that you're exposed to. Maybe you did something yourself the past day or two to help the cold get a start. You might have tired yourself out playing, got your feet wet, maybe a chill. Lots of things can upset your body enough to give you a cold.
I got pretty hot in the game a few days ago. Got so hot I poured water down my neck to cool off fast.
That might have done it.
Is there any medicine I can take?
If you start coughing, give me a ring. I'll send a prescription over to the drugstore. But there's no medicine that'll cure a cold. Now you take it easy at home, get plenty of rest, drink lots of water. In a few days, that cold will be gone.
Few days. The game is Saturday.
It's too bad, but you don't want to go spreading that cold around to everyone else. Besides, you get all tired out from playing, you're liable to get pneumonia.
Pneumonia, where does that come from?
It comes from germs that come in on top of a cold. Sometimes it may lead to something even worse.
How can a cold do that?
Well, that's a pretty tough question. I'll try to explain with this drawing. See? The inside of your head looks something like that. When cold germs, we call them virus, get into your mouth or nose, they usually go back here. Now, if your resistance to colds is good, the cold virus is killed off or just stays here a short time without doing any harm. But when your resistance to colds is low, the virus may start to grow, and then you're in for infection for sure. What's more, the cold virus seems to help other germs, such as bacteria, to grow.
Where do those germs go?
Some of them may go up through here and get into your ear. Of course, then you have trouble with your ears. Or the germs may even get up into these places. They're called sinuses. If the germs spread here, they may give you sinus trouble.
What'll that do to me?
Well, the main thing is, sinus trouble means stuffed up feeling. And a headache, too. Then, too, as I told you before, the germs may go down into your lungs and start pneumonia. And you know pneumonia can be very serious.
Will I get any of these things?
Not if you take care of yourself.
Well, I'll take care of myself.
I believe you will at that. There's a lot we don't know about colds, Johnny, but a few things certainly help. Keep yourself in good condition. Stay away from people with colds. And when you have a cold, use paper handkerchiefs or old clean cloths. And it's a good idea to pin a paper bag right onto the side of your bed to put these cloths in, because they have virus on them and they have to be burned. And another thing, always be sure that your room is at a comfortable temperature. That's very important.
Gee, there sure are a lot of things to do for a cold.
That's right.
Yes, I agree. That doctor is very reasonable. A very reasonable man. You should have told me how serious a cold could be. Why, I might have been off the team all season just because I didn't take care of it in time. I'm going to bed. I'll take these tissues with me, and I'd appreciate it very much, Mother, if you'd bring me a few paper bags and a safe bin.
How much longer am I going to feel like this? I wish I didn't have to go to work today.
Well, don't tell me you're going to.
Oh, it's just another cold. I've sure had bad luck this year.
Your luck's good enough. It's your judgment that's bad.
One, two.
You know, you keep wearing yourself down until you're ready to catch the first cold that blows your way. How about that square dance last Saturday? Lights, music. You were the life of the party. Swell, nothing the matter with that. But then what did you do? If I told you once, I told you a dozen times, don't sit in a draft when you're overheated. Where was your common sense? And did you know when to go home? No, sir, not you. You danced on and on until you were tired out. And then you danced on and on and on until you were completely exhausted. To build up your resistance, you needed a good night's sleep, which you didn't get. You needed a well-balanced breakfast, which you didn't eat, and some relaxing recreation, which you overdid. You didn't even have enough sense to come in out of the rain. Of course, getting so tired didn't exactly sweeten your disposition any. And every time you got emotionally upset, man, you knocked your resistance down another peg. What a week. Your resistance was all burned up. You were a pushover for the first germ that came along. And they came along, all right.
Read all about it.
Some people are sure inconsiderate.
Well, look who's talking. When you first felt this cold coming on, were you considerate? The indispensable man.
But I have to get to the office The last few days, I haven't been able to get a thing done.
Oh, you're just being modest. You've done plenty. First, you gave your cold to your family. At the office, you passed it on to 5 other people. And each of them took your cold home to their families. Your wife passed around the infection to 3 of her friends at the bridge luncheon. And they spread it to their families. And Junior, he's young, but he gets around. He managed to plant the virus with half a dozen second graders. If this keeps up, it might spread all over town.
Colds are sure contagious. But don't worry. I won't sneeze near anybody at the office today.
Near? Near, he says. Why, don't you know that even when you talk, clouds of infected droplets spray out into the air? Coughing spreads them farther. Sneezing scatters them all over the place. They're an invisible menace, just waiting to be inhaled by other people. It's just common sense. It's just common. It's just common sense to always trap your coughs and sneezes with a disposable tissue. Hey, don't blow your ears out. You should leave both nostrils and your mouth open and blow gently. If you close off one nostril and blow hard, you might force the infection back up into your ears and cause some real damage. Don't put a cold in your pocket. Dispose of your tissues where they won't infect other people. Of course, you can't dispose of your hands, and anything they touch also becomes a germ carrier. So, well, look, it's as simple as ABC. A, girl has a cold. How does she share it with B, boy, and C, child? She divides candy with boy and adds toy to child. Result, 3 colds. Now look at the number of things you've touched in this room. The phone, dishes, the bedding, your clothes, all contaminated. You know, those germs can infect someone days or even weeks later. There's a very simple solution. A solution of ordinary soap and water. Germs can't stand being washed, and fresh air and sunshine are usually fatal.
Colds are sure a nuisance. Oh, well, what can be cured must be endured.
Well, if that isn't the silliest... Hey! Don't tell me you're still going to work today.
Why not? Everybody knows a cold has to run its course.
If it's a cold, it might be the first symptoms of measles, or whooping cough, or something much more serious. And even a simple cold can get very complicated. So, well, look. Figure it like a battle between 2 football teams. The goal line we're defending is you. This is your line of resistance. Now, here's the attacking line. The common cold, with a powerful backfield of dangerous invaders. Influenza, laryngitis, bronchitis, and pneumonia. If you keep your line of resistance strong, you can fight them off. But you can't hold a powerful team like this with a weakened line like you-know-whose. Once a cold opens a hole in your line, anything can happen. It's anybody's game, folks. Any one of the invaders may find a weak spot and break through. And here they go. looks from here like an infected sinus. Now it's a nose end run and into the ear zone. Oh, they're really rolling now, folks. It's laryngitis or strep throat for another lie down. Now it's bronchitis, or is it pneumonia?
Hooray! Pneumonia? That's enough. That's enough. What'll I do?
I'll tell you what you do. You crawl back under those bedclothes where you should have gone when this cold first closed in. If the cold hangs on, let your doctor have a look at you. But a day or so in bed may save you several days later on. In the meantime, you might as well enjoy your misery in comfort. There's nothing like a good rest to rebuild your resistance, and it keeps you from spreading your germs to a lot of innocent people.
Say, this makes sense.
Sure it does. Common sense.
Oh, no!
And get the throat-soothing ingredients of Vapor Rub in a cough drop. Vicks Medicated Cough Drops. Vicks medication makes the difference. Regular and delicious wild cherry.
Now you can put your cough on ice with new Blue Mint, the cool cough drop from Vicks. Blue Mint is the cool way to calm coughs of colds, relieve dry, husky throat. It contains throat-soothing Vicks Vapor medications, leaves your mouth feeling clean while it cools your cough. So put your cough on ice. Cool it with new Blue Mint from Vicks, the people who do more about coughs. Try Blue Mint, Vicks' newest cough drop, and put your cough on ice. Now you can put your cough on ice with new Blue Mint, the cool cough drop from Vicks. Blue Mint contains throat-soothing Vicks Vapor medications to cool coughs of colds. New Blue Mint from Vicks, the people who do more about coughs. Try Blue Mint, Vicks' newest cough drop, and put your cough on ice. Now you can put your cough on ice with new Blue Mint, the cool cough drop from Vicks. Blue Mint contains throat-soothing Vicks Vapor medications to cool coughs of colds. New Blue Mint from Vicks, the people who do more about coughs. Try Blue Mint, Vicks' newest cough drop, and put your cough on ice.
When your cough is simply a tickle, soothe it with a good cough drop. But when soothing isn't enough, take Vicks Cough Silencers, the new super cough drop with dextromethorphan, powerful cough-suppressing medicine locked in a drop. Cough Silencers calm the tickle, also help control the urge to cough. For soothing, take cough drops. For silencing, take Vicks Cough Silencers. 2 flavors, regular, new cherry menthol.
14, 15, 16, 17.
17 great ways to soothe a man's scratchy throat. Vicks Cough Drops. Medicated with throat-soothing ingredients of Vicks Vapor Rub. They sure go fast around coughers.
When your cough is simply a tickle, soothe it with a good cough drop. But when soothing isn't enough, take Vicks Cough Silencers, the new super cough drop with dextromethorphan, powerful cough-suppressing medicine locked in a drop. Cough Silencers calm the tickle, also help control the urge to cough. For soothing, take cough drops. For silencing, take Vicks Cough Silencers, powerful medicine locked in a drop. Even the best cough drops can't control the urge to cough because regular cough drops only work here in the throat, not here where coughs are regulated. This super cough drop does. Yes, now you can get real cough control power with this new super cough drop. New Vicks Cough Silencers, powerful medicine locked in a drop. Vicks Cough Silencers have dextromethorphan, powerful cough-suppressing medicine that helps control coughs in a way regular cough drops can't. Cough Silencers give you real cough control power. They not only calm the tickle, but also help control the urge to cough. Cough Silencers from Vicks, powerful cough-suppressing medicine locked in a drop. For coughs of colds, take the super cough drops, Vicks Cough Silencers. Now formulated in 2 flavors, regular and new cherry menthol. Even the best cough drops can't control the urge to cough because regular cough drops don't work here where coughs are regulated. This super cough drop does. New Vicks cough silencers. Powerful medicine locked in a drop with dextromethorphan. Powerful cough-suppressing medicine. Cough silencers not only calm the tickle, but also help control the urge to cough. Vicks cough silencers. 2 flavors, regular, new cherry menthol. Even the best cough drops can't control the urge to cough because regular cough drops don't work here where coughs are regulated. This super cough drop does. New Vicks cough silencers with dextromethorphan. Powerful medicine locked in a drop. Cough silencers not only calm the tickle, but also help control the urge to cough. Vicks cough silencers. Powerful cough-suppressing medicine locked in a drop. When your cough is simply a tickle, soothe it with a good cough drop. But when soothing isn't enough, take Vicks cough silencers. The new super cough drop with dextromethorphan. Powerful cough-suppressing medicine locked in a drop. Cough silencers calm the tickle, also help control the urge to cough. For soothing, take cough drops. For silencing, take Vicks cough silencers. Powerful medicine locked in a drop. When your cough is simply a tickle, soothe it with a good cough drop. But when soothing isn't enough, take Vicks cough silencers. The new super cough drop with dextromethorphan. Powerful cough-suppressing medicine locked in a drop. Cough silencers calm the tickle, also help control the urge to cough. For soothing, take cough drops. For silencing, take Vicks cough silencers. Powerful medicine locked in a drop. Even the best cough drops can't control the urge to cough because regular cough drops only work here in the throat, not here where coughs are regulated. This super cough drop does. Yes, now you can get real cough control power with this new super cough drop. New Vicks cough silencers. Powerful medicine locked in a drop. Vicks cough silencers have dextromethorphan, powerful cough-suppressing medicine that helps control coughs in a way regular cough drops can't. Cough silencers give you real cough control power. They not only calm the tickle, but also help control the urge to cough. Cough silencers from Vicks. Powerful cough-suppressing medicine locked in a drop. For coughs of colds, take the super cough drops. Vicks cough silencers. Now formulated in 2 flavors, regular and new cherry menthol.
Now you can put your cough on ice with new Blue Mint, the cool cough drop from Vicks. Blue Mint is the cool way to calm coughs of colds, relieve dry, husky throat. It contains throat-soothing Vicks vapor medications, leaves your mouth feeling clean while it cools your cough. So put your cough on ice. Cool it with new Blue Mint from Vicks, the people who do more about coughs. Try Blue Mint, Vicks' newest cough drop, and put your cough on ice. Now you can put your cough on ice with new Blue Mint, the cool cough drop from Vicks. Blue Mint contains throat-soothing Vicks vapor medications to cool coughs of colds. New Blue Mint from Vicks, the people who do more about coughs. Try Blue Mint, Vicks' newest cough drop, and put your cough on ice.
There are times when you can't afford to cough. When you can't afford to cough, let Vicks cough silencers help. Ordinary cough drops just soothe your throat, but cough silencers are super cough drops. They have powerful medicine that goes to work to help suppress the very urge to cough. But we don't call them super cough drops for nothing. They cost $0.25.
The Vicks Art of Self-Defense, Lesson 22.
You never know when a cough will attack. Take one of these.
What are they?
Never mind, take one. Vicks cough silencers. You know, the super cough drop. It's got powerful medicine. Helps conquer the urge to cough. A movie.
Vicks cough drops have throat-cooling vapor medication. And if their soothing action reminds you of what you rub on your chest for a cold, it's because they have some of the same special Vicks medications we use in our famous chest rub. Vicks medicated cough drops. Regular, wild cherry, lemon, and blue mint. We made them to work.
This guy should get Vicks cough silencers. They really work. Not only in your throat, but in your cough reflex. Silencers contain powerful cough medicine that helps you fight that urge to cough. So don't sit around coughing.
I can't help.
With Vicks cough silencers, you can help it.
The nose? What can a cough drop do for it? Sure, they help your throat, but what about your poor nose? Now, there's a new kind of cough drop. New Victors. It's the only cough drop made with thousands of pockets of cooling menthol eucalyptus vapors. When you suck on one, it works 2 places. The vapors help your stuffy nose feel cooler and clearer, and Victor's medications quickly soothe your scratchy throat. Victor's cough drops. When you take them for your throat, your nose knows.
Announcing a cough drop that helps noses. New Victors, the only cough drop that's made with thousands of tiny pockets of cooling menthol eucalyptus vapors. Vapors that penetrate to help your stuffy nose feel cooler and clearer. And of course, Victor's medications help soothe your dry, raspy throat, too. Try the cool relief of New Victors! The cough drop that's made for your throat and nose.
Noses. What can cough drops do for them? Well, we made a different kind of cough drop. New Victors. It's the only cough drop with thousands of pockets of cooling menthol eucalyptus vapors. So Victors not only soothes your scratchy throat, but helps your stuffy nose feel cooler and clearer. Victors, the cough drop for your throat that goes to your nose. Any nose.
Hello, world. I'm William B. Williams, and I have a radio show. And when I get a cold and a cough, it bothers my throat and my nose. I use Victor's cough drops. Victor's has cool, soothing menthol eucalyptus that you can feel in both your cough-irritated throat and in your nose. Look, I don't know how, but they work. They help soothe my throat, and I feel cool vapors in my nose. So, cool it. Cool it with Victor's. You've just had a Victor's cough drop. What do you think?
What a cool sensation. What a nice thing for a cough drop to do. You usually feel cough drops in your throat, but in my nose. Could I have another?
Victor's dual action sends soothing menthol eucalyptus vapors to your nose and relief to your cough-irritated throat. Victor's, you feel them in your throat and your nose, right? See?
What appears to be the surface of the moon is in reality a Victor's cough drop. Made a very special way, Victor's has thousands of tiny craters the naked eye cannot see. Craters that help Victor's release concentrated medication quickly to soothe the throat and provide a strong feeling of clearing for a stuffy nose. Victor's from Vic, made to be strong.
When I have a cold with a cough and a stuffy nose, I give them that Victor's Blast.
You get that blast because Victor's is specially made with moon-like craters, craters that help Victor's quickly release concentrated medication.
Victor's medication really soothes my throat, and those vapors make my stuffy nose feel clearer. That's the Victor's Blast.
Victor's from Vic, made to be strong.
Champ, you need a shot in the nose from the Vicks Vapors and Victor's Cough Drop.
Wow! Officer, you need a shot in the nose from the Vapors and Victors.
Those vapors make your stuffy nose feel clearer.
Yoey!
And Victor's helps relieve your scratchy throat, too.
Sonny, you need a shot in the nose from the Vapors and Victors.
Wow-wee!
For a shot in the nose, Victor's Cough Drops.
For cough drops, you can't top a drop from Vicks.
Woo!
My daughter tried my new cough drops from Sweden. Vicks Blue. They're extra strong, extra refreshing. They make her say, woo!
Woo!
Vicks Blue soothes her cough and cools her stuffy nose.
Woo!
And are they refreshing?
Woo!
Hey, what do you think of my Vicks Blue?
Woo!
Woo!
New Vicks Blue. Extra strong, extra refreshing. It makes you say, woo.
Woo! Who, me? No. Woo! Oh, Blue. No. Woo! Vicks Blue cough drops are extra strong and so powerfully refreshing, you'll say woo. True? Sure. Try one for your cough. Vicks Blue soothes your cough, cools your stuffy nose. And they feel refreshing. Woo! Oh, me?
New Vicks Blue Cough Drops. Extra strong, powerfully refreshing. You'll say woo!
This feels nice, like a cool breeze. This is some cough drop, this new Vicks Blue. Really soothes my throat, cools my stuffy nose. Wait a minute, this feeling though, so refreshing. This is from a cough drop from new Vicks Blue. My goodness, what's going on here?
New Vicks Blue Cough Drops. Disarmingly strong, excessively refreshing. Brace yourself for it.
Woo! Who, me? No. Woo! Oh, Blue. No. Woo! Vicks Blue cough drops are extra strong and so powerfully refreshing, you'll say woo! True? Sure. Try one for your cough. Vicks Blue soothes your cough, cools your stuffy nose. And they feel refreshing. Woo! Who, me?
Vicks Blue Cough Drops. Extra strong, powerfully refreshing. You'll say woo! For cough drops, you can't top a drop from Vicks.
Hurry, Boo! Woo! No, Boo!
No, woo! Vicks Blue cough drops are extra strong and so powerfully refreshing, they make you say woo!
Strong and refreshing.
Sure. Vicks Blue soothes your cough and cools your stuffy nose with an icy blast of cooling relief.
Woo! That is cooling relief.
Ah, we?
No, woo!
Vicks Blue, extra strong, powerfully refreshing. You'll say woo!
You are made for each other. Pete's Pet Snack.
There it is again, that irritating bug, that scratchy, dry, tickly feeling in your throat. But you can help stop the bug with a Vicks Cough Drop. Vicks Cough Drops coat, calm, and soothe your irritated throat. It's the quick way to calm the bug.
Thanks for holding.
Vicks Cough Drops in 4 great flavors calm the bug.
Thank you.
Vicks Cough Drops. Unique throat-soothing ingredients. Coat, calm, and soothe your irritated throat. So every drop's a piece of quiet.
Cough drop? Cough drop. I really need cough syrup.
Try these. They're new.
Curb?
It's solid cough medicine that works up to 4 hours. Vic makes it.
Hey, how'd they do it?
Curb took the same powerful cough suppressant found in the leading cough syrup and made it solid. So, Curb gives you up to 4-hour cough relief.
The Curb really helped my cough.
And what's nice is they work up to 4 hours.
Get Curb, the solid cough medicine you can carry with you. New from Vic.
The nose? What can a cough drop do for it? Sure, they help your throat, but what about your poor nose? Now, there's a new kind of cough drop. New Victors. It's the only cough drop made with thousands of pockets of cooling menthol eucalyptus vapors. When you suck on one, it works 2 places. The vapors help your stuffy nose feel cooler and clearer, and Victor's medications quickly soothe your scratchy throat. Victor's cough drops. When you take them for your throat, your nose knows.
Announcing a cough drop that helps noses. New Victors, the only cough drop that's made with thousands of tiny pockets of cooling menthol eucalyptus vapors. Vapors that penetrate to help your stuffy nose feel cooler and clearer. And of course, Victors medications help soothe your dry, raspy throat, too. Try the cool relief of New Victors! The cough drop that's made for your throat and nose.
Vicks cough drops have throat-cooling vapor medication. And if their soothing action reminds you of what you rub on your chest for a cold, it's because they have some of the same special Vicks medications we use in our famous chest rub. Vicks medicated cough drops. Regular, wild cherry, lemon, and blue mint. We made them to work.
This guy should get Vicks cough silencers. They really work. Not only in your throat, but in your cough reflex. Silencers contain powerful cough medicine that helps you fight that urge to cough. So don't sit around coughing.
I can't help!
With Vicks cough silencers, you can help it.
The Vicks Art of Self-Defense, Lesson 22.
You never know when a cough will attack.
Take one of these.
What are they?
Never mind, take one. Vicks cough silencers. You know, the super cough drop. It's got powerful medicine. Helps conquer the urge to cough.
We're moving.
There's a Vicks product to help you defend yourself no matter how a cold attacks. The Vicks Art of Self-Defense.
There are times when you can't afford to cough. When you can't afford to cough, let Vicks cough silencers help. Ordinary cough drops just soothe your throat, but cough silencers are super cough drops. They have powerful medicine that goes to work to help suppress the very urge to cough. But we don't call them super cough drops for nothing. They cost $0.25.
If a cough is bothering you, you'll want to take Vicks Formula 44 Extra Strength Cough Mixture. But sometimes that's out of the question. That's why we make Vicks Formula 44 Extra Strength Cough Discs. Each disc contains as much cough suppressant as a teaspoon of our liquid. A cough suppressant as effective as codeine, but not narcotic. When you're away from home with a cough. And remember to carry Formula 44 Extra Strength Cough Discs. Each disc contains as much cough suppressant as a spoonful of Formula 44 Cough Mixture for coughs that strike away from home. Vicks Formula 44 Cough Discs and Cough Mixture. No matter how strong a man is, a cold cough can still get out of control. But fortunately, there's Vicks Formula 44, the extra strength cough mixture. Effective as codeine, but not narcotic. Extra strength Formula 44 to help control a cough before it goes on a rampage.
This feels nice, like a cool breeze. This is some cough drop, this new Vicks Blue. Really soothes my throat, cools my stuffy nose. Wait a minute, this feeling though so refreshing. This is from a cough drop from new Vicks Blue. My goodness, what's going on here?
New Vicks Blue Cough Drops. Disarmingly strong. Excessively refreshing. Brace yourself for it.
The tickles. Those annoying little things that happen in your throat. When it's a little damp outside, or you've got a little cold, or you talk a little too much. Vicks tackles the tickles with throat-soothing Vicks medication. Vicks cough drops in regular, cherry, blue mint, or lemon. Got the tickles? Get Vicks. Vicks tackles the tickles.
So you want to lick a little cough? You better pack a little wallop. New flavor Vicks Menthol Eucalyptus Cough Drops. These babies don't taste like candy. They taste like they mean business. You can feel them go to work to soothe the irritation from your cough. New flavor Vicks Menthol Eucalyptus Cough Drops. If you want to lick a little cough, you better pack a little wallop.
Suddenly your throat goes dry. And you've got the tickles. Vicks tackles the tickles. Vicks cough drops have some of the same soothing medication found in VapoRub. Vicks tackles the tickles. You're a bit nervous,
Hi, John.
and you've got the tickles.
Miss Daniels?
Vicks tackles the tickles. Vicks cough drops have some of the same soothing medication found in VapoRub. Vicks tackles the tickles.
Warning, if you think all cough drops are the same, watch out for regular Vicks cough drops. Vicks has menthol, thymol, eucalyptus oil, camphor, tolu, benzyl alcohol, a combination you won't find in any other drop. Vicks figures, if you're gonna lick a little cough, you gotta pack a little wallop.
The tickles. Those annoying little things that happen in your throat when it's a little damp, or you've got a little cold, or you talk a little too much. Vicks tackles the tickles with throat-soothing Vicks medication. Vicks cough drops in regular, lemon, blue mint, and cherry. Got the tickles? Get Vicks. Vicks tackles the tickles. The tickles. You get them when it's a little damp, or when you've got a little cold, or when you talk too much. Vicks tackles the tickles with throat-soothing Vicks medication. Got the tickles? Get Vicks cough drops. Vicks tackles the tickles. You're sweating out a cold, and you've got the tickles.
Take Deborah for your lawful wedded wife.
You're a bit nervous, and you've got the tickles.
I do.
Taxi!
It's a little damp, and you've got the tickles. Vicks tackles the tickles. Vicks cough drops have some of the same soothing medication found in VapoRub. Vicks tackles the tickles. You've got a little cold, and you've got the tickles. The air's a little thick, and you've got the tickles. Suddenly your throat goes dry, and you've got the tickles. Vicks tackles the tickles. Vicks cough drops have some of the same soothing medication found in VapoRub. Vicks tackles the tickles.
Good morning, cough department. I have a cough for you, sir.
Everyone has a cough department inside his head.
Another cough, sir.
Cut down the signals your cough department sends out, and you stop unnecessary coughing. Vicks cough silencers with a special cough suppressant do just that, so you get real relief.
Sir, I am not getting through.
Vicks cough silencers.
Sir, your cough has been disconnected.
It's a little damp, and you've got the tickles. Vicks tackles the tickles. Vicks cough drops have some of the same soothing medication found in VapoRub. Vicks tackles the tickles.